Are you planning a home improvement project? Sadly, we've all heard horror stories about crooked contractors who leave a client's home in shambles or run away with their money. Fortunately, there are steps that you can take to minimize these risks and maximize the success of your project. I'm Jennifer Tim with the Welcome Home Global Group in Southern California, and today we're sharing 7 mistakes to avoid when hiring a contractor. But first, if you would like to see more videos like this one, then be sure to hit that subscribe button for Southern California real estate news and advice. Now let's dive in. Here in Southern California, the most common mistake that we see our clients make is hiring an unlicensed contractor and failing to get the necessary permits. A lot of unlicensed contractors skip the permitting process, and this can lead to major issues when it comes time to sell your home. In addition, if you are facing a large capital gains tax bill down the road when you sell your home and you've used unlicensed contractors who may not be able to provide receipts for that work, which will be acceptable to the IRS, you won't be able to deduct those expenses from your gain. The IRS has strict rules in this regard. But that's not the only mistake you should avoid when hiring a contractor. Here's another common misstep: skipping the research phase. Our first big mistake is definitely, we're so excited, we want to start the project, we want to jump right in. But hiring the first contractor you meet without doing proper research can lead to problems down the road. It's super important to interview multiple contractors, ask them detailed questions about their process, the materials, the timeline, and then compare what each brings to the table. You don't want to overpay or hire someone whose skills don't match your vision. So do your homework, check out YouTube videos or articles to familiarize yourself with the best practices for your project. And remember, we're here if you need referrals or trusted recommendations. Now, the second one. You've interviewed contractors, you've gotten their bids, and it's so tempting to choose the lowest price, right? But here's the thing. Going for the cheapest option can actually cost you more in the long run. Low bids might mean cut corners, subpar materials, or hidden costs that pop up later. Instead, look at the overall value. Are they experienced? What's their reputation like? Do they offer a warranty? It's better to invest in quality upfront than to pay for costly repairs later. Another big mistake I see: not checking a contractor's credentials and insurance. It's easy to trust someone once you've built rapport, but you need to protect yourself legally. Hiring someone unlicensed or uninsured can lead to major headaches, like safety violations, bad work, or even covering medical bills if someone gets hurt on the job. Always ask for proof of licensing, insurance, and even references. A quick phone call to past clients can save you a lot of trouble. Plus, if you can visit your job site to see how they operate in real time, always a good thing. Next up, relying on the handshake deal. Verbal agreements can lead to misunderstandings and leave you vulnerable to legal issues. Always get a written contract before any work starts. This contract should cover everything: a scope of work, materials, payment schedules, timelines, and how change orders will be handled. It may feel tedious, but don't skip this step. You want to have all the details in writing to protect both you and the contractor. And once the project is finished, don't forget to ask for a final receipt that shows everything has been paid in full. Here's a scary one: paying too much up front. You should never hand over a large sum of money before the work has even started. Most reputable contractors will ask for a deposit, but that should be somewhere between 10 and 33%, not the full amount. The rest of the payments should be tied to progress milestones. This way, you're only paying for work that's been completed. And whatever you do, don't pay in full until the job is done to your satisfaction. It gives you leverage if something goes wrong. Now, let's talk about those permits again. Skipping permits might seem like a quick way to save time or money, but it can come back to bite you. Unpermitted work can result in fines, having to redo the work, or even legal trouble. Plus, if something goes wrong down the road, your insurance might not cover it. So make sure your contractor is obtaining all the necessary permits, that everything is up to code. And if you live in an HOA community, don't forget to check with them about your additional approvals you might need. Finally, let's discuss red flags during the project. Sometimes everything seems great during the interview process, but once work begins, problems arise. Maybe deadlines aren't being met, the quality isn't what you expected, or the contractor is difficult to communicate with. Don't ignore these signs. Keep detailed records of everything, photos, dates, and conversations, and don't hesitate to speak up. If issues persist, arrange a professional meeting to discuss your concerns and create a resolution plan. And if that doesn't work, seek legal advice. You deserve to protect your investments. So, if you're planning a home improvement project, we can help. First, check out our blog post. There's a link in the caption. Then reach out for a list of recommended contractors. We're also happy to provide feedback on your project and how it could impact your home's value and resale potential. Thanks for watching, and let us know how we can help you with your upcoming project.